Hi, Dan. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Please tell us about yourself and your business.
So to give you a bit of backstory, because I think it's really important, I visited Tenerife for a week in 2019, and I completely fell in love with the island. I went to the water park, the zoo, and the Teide National Park, which has like a big mountain in the middle. After that, COVID hit pretty quickly, and due to my personal circumstances, I had to leave my job, and I was working on a checkout in the supermarket. So I started looking to jobs that I could do from home, and even like businesses and stuff. But I didn't really come up with anything that I wanted to do. But one day in 2020, I came across a video of someone who was running an excursions company, and like just really excited me, and I thought I could do that, you know. So I still remember that day I wrote like a big 2-page document about like I suppose I was writing the business model really, but I had no business experience. And what's really funny is the business model stays the same. It has stayed the same even. So anyway, that month I contacted the Prince's Trust because I wanted to find someone that could help me, you know, to get the idea off the ground. And the reason I'm mentioning all of this is because I just like they emailed me back and said, give us a call. I completely gave up with the idea. I just thought, no, I can't do it, you know. And anyway, I launched the business on January the 1st this year. I went to the Prince's Trust business course. After a few months, I let it sit, and eventually I contacted them again. And I had a business mentor for about 6 months and worked on the website, everything else, and everything that it takes to start a business. And I had no experience in business, no formal experience in travel, but I was really passionate about it. And actually, I've always studied music, so it's a completely different thing. Anyway, to get to what the business actually is, I think it's really important to like give a bit of a backstory there. But so the business is Sunphoria Excursions. I've got a banner behind me, which is an excursions company. I sell tours and tickets to attractions in Tenerife. So I sell, so my website is sunphoria.co.uk. I built the website myself and done everything myself, and I sell like boat trips, whale watching tours, jet skiing tours where you go in like a group of 10 around the south of the island and see the marine wildlife and everything, and then tickets to the attractions on the island, such as Lodo Parque Zoo and Siam Park Water Park, which are two really famous. I don't know if you're familiar with them. So the business itself, so I focus on, rather than just selling the tickets to people, I want to give people like an excellent experience before, during, and after their holiday, which kind of sets me apart from the other excursions companies that are going to give you, you know, this customer support before, during, and after an excursion. And I've found that with everything that's happened, obviously with Brexit and COVID, and now the cost of living crisis as well, people are really hesitant to go on holiday. I think more people are going on holiday, but people need a bit of reassurance, and especially things like excursions. You know, it's yeah. Anyway, so my job resembles more of a travel agent that doesn't sell the other parts of the holiday. So I almost have like a tourist information thing going on that's kind of my USP. And yeah, so to reassure the customers that I have, I handpick every excursion, and that's based on reviews from my suppliers, collected by my suppliers, by the tour operators. And soon it will be myself when I can get back over there and start testing out some, you know, I've tested out some, but yeah, I haven't been since December. So yeah, and basically, I guess what I'm saying, I would rather sell one really good, like value for money excursion over 20, and that's what sets me apart from the other companies that may have 20, 30, 40 boat trips, whereas I have one, because if I don't think it's good enough for myself, then I'm not going to sell it, sort of thing. And then yeah, and then to add to that, on an excursion being booked, I'll create like a plan for the customer. So it could be like finding the best bus route, or just like screenshotting a map and crudely drawing like a line from the bus station to the park, or you know, and then giving them recommendations on places to eat or places to go whilst they're in a certain location, or booking transport for them. That's that.
That's great. Sounds really useful. And I love Tenerife myself. So, well,
Really?
I love the Canary Islands. Yeah. Okay. So, who is your ideal customer?
So naturally, of course, I have multiple different target markets. You know, someone that goes to the water park probably won't go on a wine tasting tour. Well, they might do, but so my ideal customer would be, they're British, firstly, and they probably take 1 to 2 holidays a year, and they make the most of the holidays that they take. So, you know, they're going to go on the excursions and things. They're really adventurous. They like to try new things, and they also appreciate having that reassurance there, someone with the knowledge of like the location that they go into for their holiday, which is what sets me apart from the larger travel agents, I think, because I focus on Tenerife and Tenerife only. And bonus points, they love Tenerife so much they come back year after year and then buy excursions through me every time.
Yeah, good thinking. Okay, who has inspired you the most during this process?
You know, I'd probably, I haven't really got anyone in particular, but it's just everyone around me, like my family. You know, my mum constantly drives me to keep doing it, but also like the people, like I've met so many people, other business owners and people who have been really, really successful and have given me their time, you know, and it's, yeah, that just people in general. Yeah.
That's good. It's nice that there's so many people around that have supported you along the way.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I've realized is that people will just give you their time. You know, like even if it's just to answer a question, there's so many people, even, you know, people that are so successful, and you can just message them and ask, oh, what, you know, what do you think about this, and they'll give you their time. So that's really cool.
Yeah, there are a lot of very abundant people out there in the world. Okay, so what does the future look like for you?
So for now, I mean, the business is very new. I launched 8 months ago, so still just trying to get it to pick up. And yeah, you know, I've got a big plan of trying to expand into, you know, the rest of the Canaries, and hopefully, you know, start to move to the Balearics and mainland Spain and etc. You know, Italy. So I'd really like to expand the business one day. That's kind of how my plan looks, and then I suppose in future run my own excursions. But for now, yeah, it's just trying to get it to pick up, get the name out there, and yeah.
I love your ambition. Okay. Have you got any tips or offers for our followers, please, Dan?
Yeah, so offers, it's quite difficult because I work on a commission, but I can offer like 5% off Cyan Park or Loro Parque. Loro Parque is like consistently voted the best zoo in the world, or 10% off Cyan Park and Loro Parque twin ticket together for both parks. But I can offer discounts on most parks, to be honest, in Europe, Spain, you know, like my suppliers offer that, so I can do that. But yeah, also, you know, if anyone's starting a similar business, they're welcome to contact me on LinkedIn or anything, and I can give any tips you know, things that I've run into.
Fantastic. And finally, do you have a favourite business book, podcast, TED talk that you refer to, or what's the latest business book you've read?
Yeah, I don't really read. No, I do read. I read on the internet. It's my age, you know. I don't really pick up books. People always tell me to read books, and I just, you know, oh, there's a really good business book. I suppose the one thing that I found really useful would be a blog. It's completely separate from travel, but it's within SEO. I'm really interested in SEO and getting my website to do really well on Google. And Neil Patel, I think the guy's called, and he has a blog and he writes loads of interesting things about SEO, and I think it's so valuable because it's free. It's just free marketing, isn't it? Really, it's free. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Thank you ever so much. It's been a pleasure talking to you. We wish you every success with the business. I am absolutely certain you'll go far.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.